What's up, Trekkies? Okay, so unconventional style Trek Tuesday. Usually I'm sitting down or I'm standing in one spot, but okay, I've done a few of these before. So, both my games are down right now because WoW is introducing its token system that's gonna make it, they're moving very, very slowly over a free-to-play system. And this is the very first major step. Anyways, and STO is doing something with shard maintenance. I literally just tried to log in. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. I'm gonna go through, since I can't get any game footage right now, or anything, and there's no real dev blogs that I know. Oh, there is the intelligence reports for the, no, I don't, that could be spoilers, kind of. I don't really want to spoil. Anyways, so I'm gonna go through, because I created a Delta recruit. So, he's still got the Miranda class. So that's what's going on there. He's a science officer, and I'm gonna go through the idea of how I created this character. So, you know, it's just the creative process of what I did on Friday. Anyways, so what it was is I was like, okay, well, I have a science officer. It's my main. And I have an engineer. It's my Gorn. And I have a tactical officer, and that's my Romulan. And he's a liberated Borg, Romulan. So, and I realized, well, okay, I technically got one of each class. They're all level cap. They were all level cap. They're all level 50 at least. So, been there, done that. I've got, I don't know. And so I'm like, well, I don't really like tactical officers. Why? Well, since I've played one, they mainly have a bunch of DPS cooldowns. No real versatility, shall we say. It's like, here's something to reduce the cooldowns of your tactical bridge officer abilities. Hooray! Here's something to increase your overall damage. Hooray! Here's something, it's go down fighting. It's like, and plus the escorts themselves don't have a lot of healing ability. Yeah, you can get hazard emitters, but you can't get good hazard emitters. And you don't have much aux power to make your hazard emitters even that great, so you usually use engineering team. But unless you go for a specific ship, which Romulans aren't known for having that many ships. Hello, Federation. So it's like, I can go with a Federation ship because I know a few of them that work for a tactical officer. Nah, no. But I want to be able to cloak. Romulan, why not? So that's that. And I didn't want to make an engineer because Aaron is an engineer. I have an engineer. I love the fact that I love my Gorn because I got the free Bortos, and that was cool. So yeah. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool. And I like doing that every once in a while, just sort of like slowly turning, but like not dying ever, no matter what I'm doing. He's a beamboat, and he just sort of like turns really slowly. He's got dual beams in the front because it's mainly where I'm facing. It's great for coming out of cloak and having dual beams. Yeah, anyways, so how did I come up with this new character? Well, I made him a science officer because I like science officers. He's Federation, so I can use my Vesta. At least I think I can, because I bought it and I believe it's unlocked for the account. Except I don't really want to have a second character that's exactly the same as my first. So rather than a Trill, and since I've made a character on Federation, there have been, barely a whole lot more options. So I'm like, oh my god, I could choose a liberated Borg, or oh my god, I could choose a Talaxian. Like, covered this stuff and I didn't even realize it happened. Because I haven't been to the tutorial Federation side since 2 months after launch. I didn't even realize that it involved the Academy now. I was really out of date. So I do that. And I was like, okay, well, in the process of creation, well, I'm going to create a liberated Borg. Why? Because my main character is sort of defensive control science. I can actually heal a good deal. Aaron, I've come like not flying out of the woodwork, but flying out of like halfway across the sector. Aaron's like, I'm taking a lot of damage, I pulled too much. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I just come in and I can careen, and I've got, you know, science team, engineering team, transfer shield. Do I still have? No, I don't. Transfer shield strength, at the time I did. Hazard emitters, scattering field, fermion field. You know, and I just like, you know, and I just stay right within range of him because of fermion field and scattering field. And he's like, what the hell was that? And I'm like, hang on, tactical team. And I throw tactical team over on his thing, and he's like, apparently you can heal. I'm like, apparently I can heal. I don't like doing it. But I can do it, because it helps keep me alive. But anyways, so I play kind of defensively on my main. So this guy's going to be offensive. Like, if I can use the Vesta, which I'm pretty sure I can, he's going to have the tactical Vesta. I'm thinking, like, all phaser, all day, end of days, you know, put the phaser beam things on there, or phaser energy damage, grab, like, I just create the most offensive side, and, you know, have it all, like, forward direct. Like, get good tachyon beams, get scramble sensors, get the weird sort of things, I guess. I would still probably have to have an Omni beam, just so I can take advantage of subsystem targeting. Man, that's weird. I guess I can have 2 cannons up front. Anyways, so that's what's going on there. That's how I created my character. His name's Dashrick, just like the channel name. Just like my actually, so that's kind of weird. I didn't like doing that, but that's cool, I guess. So, he's also kind of sinister and evil. So if there's ever one of those, like, moral dilemmas questions, and I know there are in a few missions where they're just like, get on with it. He's gonna, like, he's so fed up with it. He's, like, got a chip on his shoulder. Kind of like 7 of 9, but with, like, testosterone, I guess, is the question. That's sexist. No, probably. Whatever. I don't think it is. But that's the idea. And like I said, I've still got the Miranda, so I don't know really what I'm going to be doing yet. I'm going to probably be surprised about how many special ships I have up along the way for science. Like, I may be using a Nebula because the golf ball ship's kind of weird looking. Anyways, I will, you know, what's the idea? How do you create at least small role play? I mean, I don't have a background on it, but I have at least an idea how to progress the character. What are your, like, you know, I mean, sure, you can write a backstory to your character down below. That's fine. I'll read it. I love reading backstories of characters. But just like small little things. Like, how did you decide? Did you decide at the beginning what your character was going to be? Are you going to let the character evolve? Kind of hard to do, but I mean, I did it on WoW. I intended him to be a frost mage, but he wound up being an arcane mage. Anyways, so that's that. What do you guys do? Did you roll another Federation? Or a Federation? God, there are actually people that play this game that never had to roll a Federation character. I'm old. Anyways, I will check you guys later. Remember, just comment below. You don't have to put in names, just like, how did you figure out your character for Delta Recruit? Do you like the Delta Recruit thing? The weird, like, words from the future thing. That's kind of making me interested. I like having the idea of the story ahead of time. Because you're supposed to, sort of. I don't know. I'll have to do a video on that one as soon as I get more of them. Like I said, I'm, like, only 5 levels up. Bye!